can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Idaho, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
Welcome to the Ryerson Family Backyard Games. There will be obstacles to face and challenges to overcome. Are you ready?
Taking the hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Former regional champ and back end training.
That's commitment.
Ow.
Oh, tough start. This is not as easy as it used to be, folks.
And she's off, obviously pushing through some pain.
Every muscle is begging her to stop. How's she doing this?
I'm not even sure she knows.
Look at her go. And stop.
Come on.
And go again.
It's literally the home stretch. Whoa.
She made it. Feel the elation.
What fuels that kind of fire?
I am Kevin, and I'm from Idaho Falls. It's important for the disabled to be vaccinated because of COVID. I chose to be vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. It was a very wise choice.
Look at that. The unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho for as low as $0 a month. If you're as speechless as I am right now, say nothing. Health yeah! Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
right, here we go. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2022 Idaho High School Football Playoffs. Coverage on Idaho Sports presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, the Idaho Transportation Department, the Idaho Department of Welfare. We're here in a very quiet Clark Fork in the 1A D2 opening playoffs against the Castleford Wolves. Castleford set to kick off. To start things off here, I'm Paul Kingsbury, alongside Will the Thrill. And there's the kick. And he's going to get leveled in the backfield. First man there was Gabe Mahana. Also in on that was Crash Taylor. Good name, Crash Taylor. Big fan. There's always good sport names, you know, like naming your kid Trey, and he's a basketball player, right? I mean, your legal name is Will the Thrill Kingsbury. Your mom didn't like it when I named you Will the Thrill, but
it's a broadcaster name. It's that simple.
I had high hopes. So there's that first handoff. Gain of about 3. Gets to about the 25-yard line. So just underway here, home of the Wampus Cats. And I've already talked to the Booster Club, and they'll be working with me to buy some Wampus Cat gear. 2nd and 7. Ball on the 25, under center. Takes the snap, pitches it out. Almost stopped in the backfield, gets away. That's Minkin. And if you're a Wampus Cat fan, you're saying which one? That's Wyatt, 5'6", just a junior. 4 seniors on this Clark Fork team, young team. As opposed to Castleford, who they've got 8, I think. Yeah, they have 8 seniors graduating this year for Castleford. Head coach Brian Lowry for Castleford. Coming to the near side, that's San Roman. And San Roman on 3rd down picked up maybe a yard. I can't tell if that's a flag on that side. I think it is.
And it looks like a false start call. But it's going to be declined by the Wolves. And on that tackle, I believe it was Ethan Rowland who got into that backfield almost immediately and stopped that play before it had a chance to develop.
So they're going to go 3 and out here on their first drive. They'll be punting. Punt by Shelton. Goes straight up in the air. Watch out, it might hit the players. Barnett lets it go down to the 35-yard line. So Castleford will start things off on their first offensive possession. 1st and 10 from their own 35, 9:57 here in the first quarter of play. Again, we're here at Clark Fork, never been here. But like I told Will, if I ever go missing, don't tell anybody, but I'm here. It's absolutely beautiful. During the game, like between quarters, we'll have Will kind of pan out, look around, give you a great view of the facility here. Beautiful day. Receiver on each side goes in motion. That's Wiggins. It's going to come back the other way. Gabe Mahana. Mahana, stiff arm. But a nice tackle put on by Chase San Roman. 5'8", 130 junior. Put the tackle on. That brings up 2nd down. They're going to say a gain of just over 5, but we have to call it 6. So 2nd and 4, 9:30. Clock running here.
That was a nice little misdirection that they had there. You had those DNs bite on that reverse, and that allowed this near side to open up.
Takes the snap, hands it off, gives it to Mahana. Mahana barrels forward, got the first down, moves the chains.
First down for the Wolves, brought down by San Roman. Going to move the chains to close to midfield for the Wolves, 1st and 10.
This is the opening round. The winner of this one will play Council, the Lumberjacks, next week. High snap over his head. Catches it, falls down. Oh, a big loss for Castleford. Ethan Rowland, the quarterback. I don't know what it is about our broadcast, Will, but it seems like no matter what, the wind always starts blowing.
It
right
finds
after
us.
the start. It does.
It knows we're broadcasting, and it just wants to assure that we know how difficult it's going to be for us.
Nature says, hey, don't forget about me. So second down, 22 to go. Ball sitting on the 37. Give it off to Mahana again. Gabe.
And up the middle
It's about 86 yards, 5-6 yards on that play. That'll bring up third down. And about 15 to go. Maybe 16, actually.
It's going to be a 3rd and 15 for the Wolves.
Every single person in the backfield is out wide. It's going to be a 3-man rush against 3 offense.
Another high snap, takes it himself.
And a fumble.
Recovered by Castleford, but going to loss of about 2 yards. So back on their own 40. So 4th and about 18. Receivers on the outside, so it'll either be a quick punt by the quarterback or they're going for it on 4th down. And now he steps back. And a big punt. Lands right at the 25, takes a bounce. Saves it in bounds at about the 11, 12 yard line. So nice job by Chase San Roman, keep that ball in. And ball back to the Wampus Cats, and that's a win for Clark Fork here with Castleford's, high-powered offense coming in, putting a stop, making them punt, getting the ball back in the offense's hands. On the ground, here comes Chase San Roman. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
There's no gain on the play. It's going to read 2nd down for the Cats. 2nd and 10 for the Cats.
So the fans starting to fill in around us now. Might need to, well, we can't really scrunch. We're kind of where we're at. On 2nd and 10, a good run, got about 5. So that'll bring up 3rd and a long 5. Clark Fork from their own 22-yard line. Just under 6 to play here, first quarter.
This first quarter has been going by fast. We have not seen a ball in the air so far except from a couple punts.
And I talked to head coach for Castleford, Brian Lowry, and they go to the air quite a bit and said, nope, today it's going to be a lot of ground and pound. So it could be a quick game by that. The clock just keeps running on running plays. In the shotgun. Set to throw. Howard throws incomplete. That'll bring up 4th and 5 for Clark Fork.
And it's always the second that I say something that the coaches, they just decide to do exactly the opposite of what I say.
Oh, they know. They know.
One of them just has the broadcast pulled up and knows.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's happening. You think they have iPads on the sideline for coaching? No, they're just watching the broadcast.
It's just to prove us wrong.
Yep. 4th down. Clark Fork set to punt again. Alvarado back to receive at the 50. Punt by Shelton. Takes a good Clark Fork bounce. Boy, all the way back to the 30 where it's picked up. Has some room in front of him down the sideline. One man to beat. He's not going to beat him. And he gets knocked out of bounds. I think that was Nathan Shelton. Big hit out of bounds.
And that looked like that was going to be almost not catastrophic, but that was going to be bad field position for the Wolves right here.
Yeah.
But he got that. He went behind, picked up that ball, and he managed to hit the sideline, follow his blockers all the way up until he got to the opposing 40.
Yep. So 30-yard return. 1st and 10 from the Clark Fork 40. Hands it off, and he gets hit in the backfield hard. Nathan Shelton, 6 foot, 185 senior. A heck of a job on defense here so far. A couple of sacks, along with 2 or 3 tackles so far.
And you know, we can never say this enough during a broadcast. We love seeing the WWE type tackles.
The high flying, hit hard. Clark Fork saying, hey, Castleford, welcome to North Idaho. Get down to Castleford, there's not much until you get to Nevada or Utah. Coming around the near side, Mahana stops, cuts back in. And another good hit in on that tackle, Mr. Nathan Shelton. So moves the down marker back inside the sticks, but not by much. 3rd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Actually, excuse me, 29. We're usually set up on the 50, and we're here in the stands, and so we're off center, and it kind of threw me off a little bit.
It's throwing me off as well.
Home of the Wampus Cats. Tell you what, happy to be here. 3rd and 10, big 3rd down here. Rolling, airs it out, it's caught. Alvarado, he's going to get the 1st down. Brought down by Trey Mueller. So moving the chains for Castleford. Keeping it on the ground until they can't, basically, is what they're doing.
And a nice couple routes and planning there.
Yeah.
You had both the receivers kind of shoot up the middle, and then one went into a kind of corner route to drag the defenders, while the other caught the ball and got a few yards.
Rolling under center this time, hands it off. Gives it to Wiggins.
44, Gus Wiggins up the middle. Nice gain by the Wolves. It's going to bring up.
Looks like got about 5 yards out of that one. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 24. 3 minutes left here in the 1st quarter.
In a quick 1st quarter this has been. I've only seen a couple throws, but the run game has been going back and forth between these two teams.
Back for the pass. Has a man beat his defender. There's a flag down in the backfield, though. The pass was up for Mahana. But the flag in the backfield, I think, is going to overrule everything. And it's going to be a hold on Castleford. So take it back, 3rd and 10. No. Excuse me, 10 yards.
Takes the ball back to the 39-yard line.
So down to the 39-yard line. Repeat 3rd down. Okay, quarterback keeper coming the near side. See if they get that fixed. It's a good run up the sideline, pushed out of bounds at about the 22. Great run for the quarterback, Ethan Rowland. Will and I had a chance to visit some of the businesses here in Clark Fork. We'll talk about that as we go along. Got some great food in the truck. There's a handoff. Wiggins. Guy's a beast as he comes through. Wiggins, 5'11", 215. Pulling the Miley Cyrus there, Will. You know what I mean? Coming like a wrecking ball. Oh, yeah, we're here all day. Probably not all day, but we're here for the next couple of hours.
So you'll be hearing dad jokes for the next couple of hours is what he's saying.
I am a dad. Takes the snap. A lot of room to run. Mahana finds the seam and runs untouched in the end zone from the 15-yard line. So Castleford strikes first. Gabe Mahana, the senior, at 1:55 from the 15. So lining up for two. Takes the snap, looks, has one receiver. The other fell down, and great pass defense. Just blocking that ball away at the last second was Trey Mueller. Score remains 6-0.
And, you know, I'm seeing some people bundled up.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of clothes. And then there's other people who are in
it's crazy.
Vans, shorts, and a T-shirt.
Can't beat it, huh? Let's think, since Kelly Oil, since 1969. Kelly Oil, right there in Buell in southern Idaho, has been the area's most trusted provider of farm and home delivery of gas, diesel, and heating oils. They can deliver in cases, buckets, drums, even bulk. If you don't have one of their fuel cards, go in and see them at 1313 Main Street in Buell, or you can give them a call at 208-543-6192. Carl, Donna, and Craig Kelly and the entire team there at Kelly Oil in Blue want to congratulate the Castleford boys on a great season, and good luck in today's tournament game. Now, we also went by Clark Fork Pantry. Talked to Dave, owner down there. He actually gave us a cinnamon roll, and he gave you a raspberry Danish.
And
homemade. That Danish was gone basically before you hit the truck.
Well, the last time that I got a Danish, for reference, it was hollow. There was nothing inside of the Danish, and I was...
That came out of a plastic wrapper, though.
Yeah, and I was very disappointed. Well, so did this one. It was just on a plate as well. But this one, you could tell that it was homemade.
It was covered lovingly in saran wrap.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Tasted majestically. That's the best way to put it.
Majestically. Got a couple jars of some huckleberry jam as well. Here we go, set to kick after the score. 1:55. Got a fall on it, picked up by Mueller. Mueller, ball hits the ground, picked up by Castleford, but they're going to say it was down. So ball stays with Clark Fork. Tell you what, Ethan Rowland was halfway to the end zone on that one.
He was completely ready to collect his 6 points and proceed to go.
Gone. So 1st and 10. Wampus Cats under center. Is Howard. Howard, little dump pass, gives it up to Mayorga. Mayorga stays on his feet and stumbles for another 4 yards, gets the first down plus some. 14-yard run for Antonio Mayorga.
Mayorga right there just kind of bullied his way through that initial defender.
He's being held by the feet, kept dragging, and then fell forward. You know, Mayorga, 6 foot, falls forward to get 3 yards, right? 6 yards. I don't know. I didn't go to math college.
6 yards,
you know?
okay.
6 feet. 2 yards. Thank you. There's the handoff. Mayorga again. And as soon as he hands the ball off, Howard comes to the sideline for the next play. coming in is
Brought down by number 77, Mahana.
slow getting up there was Mayorga. Looks to be okay.
Well, this Wolves defense did the tackling. Did you played football for just a tiny bit?
Tiny.
Did you ever do the drill where you tackle tires?
No, tires were used strictly for driving back in my day.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, so you tackle it and then you rip, almost like a death throw by an alligator. That's what this Wolves defense just did to his leg.
Under center. Rolling. Takes the snap and sacked for about a 1-yard loss. That'll bring up 3rd and 9 for Clark Fork. And it's the first quarter. It's about 20 seconds away from being over.
And a quick first quarter this has been. And it looks like they might just make this easy on us by going to the quarter with the ball about a foot away from that 50-yard line.
And that's the end. 1 down. 3 to go here in Clark Fork. 6-0 visitors from Clark Fork. Or excuse me, from Castleford, the number 2 team. The 2 seed out of District 4 up 6-0. Let's thank Scotchman's Coffee in Clark Fork. We went there as well. Got a couple huge, massively, about 2 pounds apiece, easy, 3 pounds maybe, breakfast burritos. Absolutely incredible. Got some soap as well. They actually make homemade fresh donuts every Friday. So if you're looking for fresh donuts here in Clark Fork, go to Scotchman's Coffee and tell Robin Paul sent you. And Will. Tell them the Idaho Sports guys sent you. So Scotchman's Coffee in Clark Fork, they've been serving the area's best coffee since 2018 with their locally roasted beans, quaint and inviting atmosphere, and a 4.9 rating on Google. Oh, we're going to change that. We're going to get that up to 5.
5.
Scotchman's Coffee should be the top of your list for the morning boost. Who was the jerk that gave him a bad review? That's what I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not in the mood for caffeine.
You're asking broadcasters that?
Logan Green, our advertising director, wrote this. And not in the mood for caffeine. Who is not in the mood for caffeine? That's okay. Scotchman's also offers delicious smoothies, in-house made donuts on Friday, as I mentioned, and breakfast served Thursday to Saturday. On your way out, don't forget to grab a Scotchman's mug, shirt, or hat, and a bag of the famous Wampus blend to go. Scotchman's Coffee, proud to support the Wampus Cats at the state playoffs. Had a great chat with Robin while we were in there. So 3rd and 9 for the Wampus Cats. Ball gets knocked down. That'll bring up 4th down. So 4th and a short 9, we're going to call that.
And Ethan Roland, with that knockdown, he got right back there, and he saw him loading back, getting ready to pass, and he just kind of stuck up his arms like, hey, pass through this.
No.
Oh, no.
That could have gone better.
Well, there goes your ad read.
Well, we're getting Castleford reads the rest of first half as we were in the stands, and our ad reads just blew away. So Castleford will be Clark Fork kicking away. And taking it to 22, coming on the near side, Alvarado. Santi Alvarado gets it to about the 45-yard line. So Castleford setting themselves up. Pretty good field position for this next drive. Just starting the second quarter of play.
And Castleford in no rush to get back to the line.
They hand it off. The man in motion, that's Mahana. Mahana gets hit in the backfield. What a tackle by Wyatt Minkin. Great job coming through there by Minkin. Just a junior, 5'6", 135, but he laid that hit like a guy about 30 pounds heavier. They have a Tracer Cerrone, 6', 270. Man right there in the middle for the Wampus Cats. That's the guy you want leading your defense. Next to him, it's Hudson McDaniel, 6'1", 220, just a sophomore. In the shotgun, takes the snap, looks, goes the short route to Mahana. And Mahana is going to get tackled by Jackson Clemens. No gain on the play. Oh, they did. They gave him 2 yards. So that's going to be third and incredibly short.
It's going to be 3rd and 10. They finally got back to the original line of scrimmage with that play.
Oh, thanks, Will. Got my back. Speaking of needing caffeine. In the shotgun is Roland. 2 backs next to him. Great deception plays. That ended up going to Mahana.
And they are going to be short of that first down by about a
short,
yard.
But it's only about, like you said, only about a. Well, let's see what the actual spot is, Will. That might be more than a yard. Looks like 3.
I don't have the best angle. As you can tell, we are in the stands.
Which is great.
It's nice.
You know, the only bad thing is that the sun's behind the press box. So it's sunny
kinda
out
chilly
on the field and just a tad bit chilly. So out on the far side. You got Wiggins there in the gap. They didn't even move. Taylor and Wiggins heard the timeout called first, so they didn't even move. So timeout called by Castleford on 4th and 3.
Well, if you saw right there, one of the defensive Wampus Cats had already wrapped up his ankles the second that he snapped that ball.
Yeah. So a nice hard-fought game here, 6-0.
And you know, really quick, I'll show what we're staring at here. Got mountains.
Yeah.
And these mountains, I'm pretty sure I could throw a football over.
See that mountain right there? Good one, Will. Good one.
I've been waiting for the right time to do that one all game.
Why don't you just get a chance to actually zoom out a little bit and show those mountains. And that's the view we've got here at Clark Fork. Nice. After the timeout, 4th and 3 for Castleford. Turns. He's going to tuck and run on the keeper, goes out of bounds. And that's going to be a first down by about a yard. Nice job on the quarterback keeper. Rolling 6'3", 180. Boy, that's a tight end out there on a 3A, 4A, 5A team. Having a 6'3" quarterback, he can see over everybody out here. Tallest player on the field for sure. Tallest player for Clark Fork. 3 or 4 guys at 6 foot, a couple at 6'1". 1st and 10. Sitting in the shotgun, Wiggins to his left. Fake the handoff to Mahana, and coming through, linebacker number 56, Hudson McDaniel. Again, just a sophomore, and he came blasting through. Actually off that line, not even a linebacker, came off the line with that.
And by the time that ball was snapped and in the quarterback's hands, he had him wrapped up. There was no going anywhere. 8:30 left in the half. 6-0, the Wolves.
So in motion goes Wiggins to block. Trying to find somebody. They get the short pass. They give it up to Crash Taylor. Taylor gets knocked out of bounds. Saving that touchdown was Barnett. But a good chunk of yards picked up. That's going to be another first down. Looks to be right at the 20-yard line. 8:12 on the clock. Under center takes the snap, gives it to Wiggins. Wiggins powers his way through that front line.
Number 44, Gus Wiggins, keeps that up the middle.
And he gets close to a first down. Mueller in there on the tackle.
Gain of 8. It's going to be a 2nd and 2 for the Wolves.
So 2nd and 2, ball on the 12. Kicking it out to Mahana. Mahana cuts back in, lowers his shoulder, and tackled. What a tackle by Chase San Roman.
And San Roman right there just ate that hit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Wiggins is 215, San Roman is 130. And he stood there and took it.
There was something that we always got told at practice, and that was always, it's going to hurt a lot less if you hit back.
It's true. True.
If you just stand there and take it, it's going to hurt. But if you're going full speed with it, you'll be okay.
Boy, being pushed back. Not giving an inch is that defensive line again in there. Hudson McDaniel, just a sophomore, but that kid hanging tough on that defensive line. Makes it 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 5 for the Wolves.
From the 5. My goodness. So 2nd and goal. The Wolves up 6-0. Under center takes the snap, pitches it out to Mahana. And a flag comes in at the end of the play. As Mahana, excuse me, is brought down. Let's see what the call is. Horse collar, and it is a horse collar.
Horse collar called against the
So
Cat.
that's going to put him about the 2.5-yard line.
Ball remains.
I can't remember. Is a horse collar an automatic first down?
I don't know in the situation where it's and goal. So it looks like it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5. Under center, Roland. And Mahana goes over top of the defense. Are they going to say he was in, or is he short?
Short about a foot.
And not by much. In on that stand was Jackson Clemens for Clark Fork.
Ball's down the 1-yard line of Clark Fork.
And Clemens kind of flipped him over his shoulder there to avoid him getting in.
So 3rd and goal from the 1. Clock running 5:50. Pushing it in, and it's a touchdown. So this one goes to Wiggins. Gus Wiggins, the senior, puts it in from a yard out. So Wiggins with the 1-yard rush. 12-0 is Castleford. Try and make it a normal football score, 14-0. Roland gives it to Mahana again, trying to work his way in. Did he get it? They're going to say no. Boy, another great defensive stand as they help him up off the turf. Number 50, Wyatt Minkin. Helping him out was Trey Mueller. So score remains 12-0. Had a score in the first by Mahana, 15-yard run. 2-point conversion wasn't good. Now we've got a 1-yard run by Wiggins. 2-point conversion, no good. So our score, 12-0 Castleford here. Again, the winner set to take on number 1 team out of District 3, Council. Lumberjacks got a bye into the quarterfinal round, as did Kendrick, Rockland, and Mullins St. Regis. Mullins St. Regis set to play Garden Valley after they beat Lewis County last night. Rockland will play Dietrich after they beat Horseshoe Bend 54-20. Will and I were at that one at Dietrich. And then Kendrick will be playing Camas.
Back to receive for the Cats, number 50, Wyatt Minkin.
So the Sun making an appearance again, Will.
Just not on us.
It's not on us. That's all right.
No, it's funny because it's on the bleachers next to us. But the section of bleachers that we are in just doesn't like the sun.
Chose poorly. It's like the McDonald's line where you have two options. I always choose the one that's the longest, no matter what.
It's actually, it's impressive.
Yeah. You'd think there'd be a 50-50.
It's never 50-50 with you.
Think the odds would kick in at some point that I'd get in the fast line? Nope. Never happens. It's Castleford set to kick from their own 40. Kicking duties, Mr. Jose Alvarado. Another short kick. Boy, takes a mean hop down to the 20. It's picked up, and he's going to get hit and dropped immediately.
Immediately met by number 18, Ethan Rowland.
Didn't go anywhere. Wyatt Minkin.
Clarkford's going to start from their own 20
So 5:31 left here in the first half. Clark Fork starting things off.
And you know, on that opposite side of the field, there was actually someone waving to the camera. Just big, giant
like
waves.
A player? Or?
No, a observer.
Nice. Well, did you wave back?
No, I assume she was waving at the camera, not me.
No, well, you're behind the camera, so.
I'm not one with the camera yet, though.
No, you're not, Padawan. No, you're not. On first down,
number 45, Mayorga.
Picked up, boy, they're going to say basically about half a yard, if anything, on that run by Wyatt Minkin. So Cerrone's going to come off and have a rest. Clock running as we hit the 5-minute mark here the first half.
And a first quarter and a half that we have had so far. We've mainly stayed to the ground. And it's been kind of back and forth, but you're starting to see this Castleford team get it together and realize what the Wampus Cats are running on defense.
You know, they stayed in Missoula last night. You know, you get a busload of, high school kids staying overnight. It's tiring. You know, they're not going to go to bed at 6 o'clock at night, obviously. They're excited. It's a road trip. And then coming in and playing an afternoon game. Never know what you're going to get with high school kids. So in 2nd and 15, little hitch, throws downfield. Almost brought it down at the 40. Would have been a heck of a catch by Jamie Ramos.
Number 4, San Roman, going to bring a 3rd and 15 for the Wampus.
We had Crash Taylor back there who actually went up for it as well. And he got his hands on the ball first. But then you had San Roman almost rip it out and then complete the catch.
As long as somebody brings it down, right? Is that how that works?
I believe so.
So 3rd and 15 again. Clock at 4:21. They're going to air it out again. Has a man all over him. No call.
And Crash Taylor is having impeccable pass defense right now.
Yeah, he's right on the money.
He got his hand in there and slapped that ball away, causing that ball to be uncatchable.
Yeah, you saw head coach Brian Lowry pick him up and slap his helmet. Clock stopped at 4:16 on the pass play. Low snap, picks it up. They're going to punt this one away, and boy, it goes straight up and not very far. that lands just shy of the 30-yard line, rolls to the 35.
Shelton's kick down by number
So
4.
Castleford gets the football at the Clark Fork 35-yard line after a sky-high punt. Didn't go much of anywhere on that.
He's trying to get it over the mountains.
Possibly. I want to thank our tournament covered sponsors again, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, Your Health Idaho, at our Transportation Department Shift Initiative, Project Filter, of course, your local Toyota dealer. So on first down, staying on the ground.
Gain of 8 on the play.
That's going to be a long 3 on second down.
To bring up a 2nd and 3.
3:40, clock running here. Second quarter. I mean, we're 35, 40 miles from Canada right now. Turns, hands it off. Mahana takes it right at. That's secondary. Picks up the first down.
Be enough for a first down.
At about the 22-yard line.
And you want to know how we know that we're that close to Canada? Because the shops that we've been in so far, both have had abundance of maple syrup.
Oh, there's just syrup everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's friendly. You know, it's everything.
I just haven't heard an A yet.
A.
There it is.
I'm only half Canadian. Mahana actually slips on the ground. And the tackle will go to Nate Shelton. That brings up 2nd and 11. 2:50 clock is running.
Does it still count if you're half Canadian, or is it only counts halfway?
Depends on what you're counting.
If the A counts.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Never actually been to Canada. It's all breeding. So I'm only half. My dad's Canadian. 2.5. Completely other side of Canada, though. Staying on his feet, stumbling forward. Big number 44, Gus Wiggins again.
And he's been the workhorse behind this offense so far. He's getting them yards almost every single play that he has the ball in his hands. And he's almost being as a tank getting through that line.
Yeah, picked up 5 there, made it 3rd and 6.
We have hand warmers.
Well, I've got gloves in the truck, too.
Put the hand warmers in the gloves.
Well, if I had the gloves, I would. So, 3rd and 6. The reverse sweep going to the far side. Alvarado, room to run, gets tripped up, but he is. Oh, they're going to say he's just short. I thought he got tackled and tripped into the end zone. Great play call by Castleford. Reverse sweep gets him all the way down. Looks like it's on the 3-yard line. 1st and goal from the 3. Under center is Roland. Roland takes the snap, turns, gives it to Wiggins. Wiggins, he barrels forward those 3 short yards for a touchdown. And a 106. Castleford takes an 18-0 lead. Wiggins with his 2nd touchdown on the day. Had one about 4 minutes ago. Third touchdowns there. 0 for 2 on 2-point conversions so far. Quarterback keeper jogs that one in untouched. So 2-point conversion good. And that makes it 20-0. Keep it right here and thank True Leap Technologies. If you're in Castleford or the surrounding area, True Leap Technologies is the place to call for your internet service needs. Formerly Filer Mutual, they've been serving the Magic Valley since 1909 and are proud to bring you local internet from local people. Packages start at just $49.95. They offer unlimited use internet with no activation or installation fees. Be sure to follow True Leap Technologies on Facebook and Instagram. Call 208-326-4331 to sign up with True Leap Technologies. And Gary Blick Trucking, founded in 1961, located right there in Castleford. Gary Blick Trucking is a family-owned and operated business providing both local and over-the-road trucking solutions. They offer refrigerated transportation throughout the western U.S. as well as bulk commodity hauling throughout Idaho, Utah, and Nevada. Visit GaryBlickTrucking.com for more info or to start your driving career. You can apply online. Gary Blick Trucking wants to wish the Castleford boys good luck in today's tournament game. Officials today: Jim Bushholtz, Duncan Yeager, Cole Turnbull, Gary Taylor. All of them from the Coeur d'Alene area. Guess we could have offered to drive up some refs from District 3. And a kick picked up at the 35 and brought immediately to the near side. Here comes San Roman. San Roman gets tripped up.
San Roman picks up the kickoff.
Just across the 35 at the 36. So 61 seconds left in the first half, 20-0. Castleford with the lead.
And 1 minute left in this first half.
You are correct.
And a very quick first half this has been.
About almost an hour. Actually, with everything else at the beginning, so probably about 45 minutes. So 1st and 10 for the Wampus Cats. Ethan Howard takes the snap. Has a second receiver open and goes with the first one. Wide open at the 40. And he's going to get brought down to 31.
Howard's pass complete to number 3, Hank Barnett. Takes the ball across midfield first.
And I do not see a flag.
So about a 39-yard pass play and a timeout taken. 51 and a half seconds left. Timeout taken by Clark Fork. I love rock and roll.
Put another dime in the jukebox.
Baby. I think that's how it goes.
I think it's close.
You know, Britney Spears did a great cover of this. I don't know. My generation will. Realize she's about as old as I am. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. She has nothing on your mom, though, and you can tell your mom I said that.
All right.
As many times as you want. In fact, why don't you call her right now and say, hey, guess what Dad just said? Since yesterday was her birthday, and we left town.
We both know I don't have service.
Yeah, yesterday was my wife's 45th birthday, and we left town to do a game in Lewiston and then to be here. So, Castleford and Clark Fork fans, I literally took it for the team this weekend for you, literally. Long pass, going deep, double coverage, and a flag's going to come in at the end of the play. Pass was intended for San Roman. He gets a call from the official. It was Crash Taylor and Jamie Ramos were out there. So it's going to be pass interference on Castleford. So that's going to move it 15 yards. 3 yards for Clark Fork. A 1st and 10 from just outside the 15-yard line.
Down to the 16-yard line to Castleford for a 1st and 10 Wampus Cats.
And a far huddle. Got to jog half the field to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here, Castleford fans watch the counter. Boy, A jump throw up in the air. And that was just good defense. Good throw intended for Hank Barnett. But jumping up for that was Santi Alvarado, the senior. Almost intercepted that. They didn't know how the crowd was going to be today. This is the first football playoff game they've ever hosted. So there's not really a precedent. And it's hunting season on a Saturday afternoon. But tell you what, crowd came out. I'm impressed. Probably seen across the way if you're from Castleford. Cheerleaders, a few parents over there. So 2nd and 10. Another pass is going to be short as he got hit. Last couple of passes he's been either thrown jumping in the air or running backwards with a white jersey right up in his grill. So that brings up 3rd and 10.
And, you know, you just can't get an accurate hard pass if you're trying to throw off that back heel.
No, it's tough. You know, unless you're a Patrick Mahomes.
He just sidearms it at that point.
He'll just sidearm it.
He flicks it. Somehow it works.
It works.
It's beyond science at this point. Well, all right. 35 seconds left.
3rd and 10. Big 3rd down here for Clark Fork. Howard takes the snap, being rushed again. Has to jump and throw. Almost intercepted. As offense had to become defense, pass broken up was by Chase San Roman, who was also the intended receiver. So 4th and 10. You know, and you just heard a fan yell, "Let's go line," and that's really exactly right. The last 3 or 4 plays have been 3 or 4 Castleford players getting through that line and hurrying really hurrying their quarterback and not allowing him to really make those throws.
And, you know, in the center of this Castleford D line, the running back, who's 6'1", 215.
5'11".
5'11", 215 is just breaking through every time.
Yeah, Wiggins, he's quick. He's big and he's quick. That's a lethal combination. Did a better job this time. There is a flag down on the side and then another flag. Might be called on Wiggins.
We do have a flag on play.
2 flags, one on the side and then one in the backfield. So they will. Looks like they're going to Coach Lowry, see what he wants to do. And here's the call.
Chop block.
Yep. Yep, they're going to obviously decline it. It's turnover on downs to Castleford at their own, let's see, about 11-yard line.
With 25 seconds left.
25 seconds to go.
But they do have all their timeouts. And I believe Castleford will also receive the ball at half.
I think you're right.
You know, you keep looking back at the sun, but where we are, we will not receive sun until it is...
Yeah, you're probably right. It's going to go, yeah. I just want to sing, "Here Comes the Sun," but it's not going to happen. 1st down. Quarterback's going to keep it, coming up the side across the 30, 35, back inside to the 46, maybe even the 47. Great run. Clock stops at 15.4 at the 46-yard line. So a 31-yard run by the quarterback. Hey, Will, do you know who's singing this? All right, backstory for the folks at home who probably weren't watching last night. Will and I were in Lewiston doing the Lewiston-Middleton game. And I don't remember how it came up. It doesn't really matter. I said, banter back and forth. I said something about Def Leppard. And Will, who's my son, which makes this even more disappointing. He's 18, just turned 18.
Okay, but if we're being honest,
I'm
it's
in the
your
middle
fault.
of the story. And he says, "Is that a band?" And I looked at him like a deer looks at an oncoming train. And I said, "What?" And so we listened to Def Leppard all the way from Lewiston to Coeur d'Alene last night.
No, you just didn't talk to me the rest of the game.
I did not talk to you for a while. That was disappointing. Here we go on first down, airing it out. Has a man downfield. He can't quite catch up to it. Quarterback turned to receiver. Jamie Ramos had the distance. Just led him a little bit too much. Clock stops at 10.5.
It's always nice to have interchangeable quarterbacks like this.
Yeah, it really is. Really is. And Ramos, just a junior. He's the heir apparent there to take over after Roland graduates this year. Down the far side is Alvarado. Near side is Crash Taylor to go into Alvarado. Intercepted at the 25. Got zeros on the scoreboard, and here comes San Roman, and San Roman is going to be tackled by Jamie Ramos to save the pick six. That would have been huge for Clark Fork. But as it is, we're at halftime. 20-0. Castleford leads in this one. We'll take a quick break, be back with our halftime show. You're watching the 2022 1A D2 State Football Playoffs on IdahoSports.com. Our coverage presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, and the Idaho Transportation Department. Also brought to you in part by Valley-Wide Cooperative and your local Toyota dealers. We'll be back right after this.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
We're Valley-Wide Country Store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-Wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Look at that. The unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho for as low as $0 a month. If you're as speechless as I am right now, say nothing. Health yeah! Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
Hello?
I was in an accident.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I have my seatbelt on.
.com.
I'm Jen Mengelke-Seiler, and I'm from Moscow. I think it's really important to get vaccinated because it's not just about me and my health, it's about the people around me. We have a lot of friends who have disabilities or have different health conditions. I want to make sure I don't make anyone sick. So we chose to get vaccinated to keep each other healthy.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
So it is 4th and 20 for Castleford, 6:48, as this defense has really poured it on here. Mid-third quarter at the 35-yard line. So what's your, that's not 4th and 35.
I said 4th and 20.
No, I'm just looking at that. It is 4th and 20. Sorry, I was looking somewhere else. Looking at the board going,
Ball
wait
is
a minute.
on the 35.
It is on the 35. So here we go, 4th and 20. High snap again, brings it down. Boy, left a little short, has to come back for it, but Mahana from the 35-yard line, a touchdown reception from Roland to Mahana. Makes it 34-0.
And you saw Mahana kind of look back, expecting to get hit, and then realize that the defender had fallen.
Yep.
Then he just lightly jogged it in. Score is now 34-0. 6:40 left in the third quarter.
Two-point conversion attempt by Mahana is going to come up short.
Clarkford stops the two-point conversion attempt. Score remains 34-0. Castleford.
That pays you dividends. Earn 1.45% APY on balances up to $15,000. Plus, get online and mobile banking and mobile deposit with no minimum balance requirements. Level up your finances with Ascend Checking. To open your account, visit p1fcu.org/ascend. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike, because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style.
Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
All right, welcome back. Castleford 30.
San Roman receives the ball at 25-yard line, brings it back.
San Roman brings it 5-yard. Return on that. 6:33 left in the third. Want to give a big howdy to Kevin and Deborah Miller watching all the way back in New Plymouth, Idaho, if you don't know where New Plymouth is. Home of the Pilgrims. Fight for Plymouth, fight. Rid of that. Boy, and another big hit. And a good run by number 45, Antonio Mayorga. Wasn't able to gain anything. So, actually, I take that back. They gave him a yard after the fact.
You better give him his yard.
Well, they're going to give him 2. Boy, very generous spot there.
Well, look at that.
The clock continues to run nearing the 6-minute mark.
Hard rushed.
Yeah, that defense really disrupted the flow of that play call.
Well, as we said before, Gus Wiggins is constantly in the backfield of the Wampus Cats almost every play.
You're right.
And including that, on offense, he has also been an animal while running the ball today.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, they're lined up. 2 receivers to the near side. Drops back to pass.
There's a catch. And that's going to be a first down. Great catch by number 4, Chase San Roman. And they're not. Excuse me. I thought that was further up the field than it was. Will, you just need to slap me when that happens. Thank you. So it turns into 4th and 8. As I was looking at the wrong yardage marker.
Just under 5 minutes left to go in this third quarter.
Boy, throws up kind of a lame duck as it got hit. That's going to be incomplete.
Broken up by 22, Alvarado.
You have Santi Alvarado on the very good pass defense there. He happened to stick his hand in and just deflect that ball right out of the receiver's hands. And we have seen very good pass defense from both Santi Alvarado and Crash Taylor as well, who has maybe the best name I've seen. That is a turnover on downs. So the Castleford Wolves will be taking over on the opposing 31-yard line. Handoff to the far side. Cut around the edge, and he's taken down. We have called him Wyatt Minkin's name a lot today for those tackles.
Yeah, Wyatt Minkin, he's a stud out there, and there's a couple of them out there. Cole Minkin, Wyatt. 4:20 on the clock. 2nd and 11. Ball sitting on the 33. In motion goes Mahana to the other side and blown dead. Boy, and luckily for Castleford, because that snap went right over Roland's head, and the guy's 6'3". It's been close a couple of times. He's had to jump up and bring some of those snaps down.
When you're 6'3", I mean, not a lot of them are going to get away from you.
Yeah, we've seen a couple, though. Early on it did. So a loss of 5 on the penalty. Repeat, 2nd down. So 2nd and 16 now. Ethan Rowland in the shotgun. Everybody packed to the left side. Fake the handoff. Rowland's going to keep it himself. Across the 30, gets the first down. Shifts to the outside. They're not going to get him, and that's going to be a touchdown on the quarterback keeper from 38 yards out. So big third quarter here for Castleford. Lining up for the two-point conversion. A couple of receivers on the left, a couple on the right in motion to the right side. Thrown low, he got it. Had to lay out for it. What a frozen rope. Had to lay out for it to Luis Cortez. So two-point conversion's good. Score 42-0. 3.5 left here in the third. We'll keep it right here and thank another one of our great local advertisers here. Scotchman's Coffee in Clark Fork has been serving the area's best coffee since 2018. With their locally roasted beans, quaint and inviting atmosphere, and a 4.9 rating on Google, Scotchman's Coffee should be the top of your list for the morning boost. Not in the mood for caffeine? That's okay. Scotchman's also offers delicious smoothies, in-house made donuts on Friday, and breakfast served Thursday to Saturday. On your way out, don't forget to grab a Scotchman's mug, shirt, or hat, and a bag of the famous Wampus blend to go. Scotchman's Coffee, proud to support the Wampus Cats at the state playoffs. Stopped in and talked to Robin for quite a while.
Bought some soap.
Bought some soap, which is good.
It's good soap. Wait, hey. I'm offended.
I could tell when you walked in and she went, "Can I interest you in some soap, sir?"
I thought that she was talking about coffee.
No, it was the soap. It was the soap.
All right, then. 3:30 left in this third quarter, 42-0. Castleford is up.
3:28. Alvarado, another good kick. Picked up at about the 12. Trying to make a move. Boy, he just can't go anywhere. He's in there. Teammate Nate Shelton tried to move the pile a little bit, just couldn't do it. And that was Chase San Roman. Just want to say, Will, I'm sitting in the sun. Do, 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 do.
Here comes the sun.
Do, 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 do.
There it is. See, usually I'm backup singer.
Of course.
But took main today.
The Beatles, a great influence on the Monkees. A great band from the 60s. Under center. Starts Ethan Howard. Just a junior on the handoff. Boy, he's just getting absolutely mugged by a pack of wolves. Wyatt Minkin loses, boy, close to 5 yards on that play. There we go. Yeah, these hand warmers are great.
You're selfish.
Should have got a couple for you.
I hate it here.
Rolls back, has a man, overthrows intended receiver there, Hank Barnett.
You know what? I lied about hating it here. Because you can just look around.
Yeah, I can just leave you here. Hunting,
I will
fishing,
live in the woods.
Skiing, boating. I mean, you can do anything here.
I could sincerely live in the woods here.
Yeah.
I'd get eaten. Not sure by what, but I'd survive for at least 30 minutes.
Well, usually, you know, schools have mascots that are part of the local surroundings, so there could be some wampus cats out there in the forest, Will.
That's okay. I would want to tame one, personally. Maybe give it a piece of fish as a peace offering.
Yeah, a little spiked ball on its tail.
It's for attackers.
3rd and 14. And just like that, Mahana, a one-handed interception, puts a stop to that drive. And Castleford takes over in the red zone. And he just reached out with that left hand and brought it in. So
and
they're at the 15-yard line. Go ahead.
And what a game Mahana has been having today.
Yeah.
He's been amazing on defense and offense altogether, catching passes left and right.
Literally. Mahana, dun, da, 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 da. Mahana, dun, da, da, da.
Sounds like a country.
Roland under center. Hands it off, and he gets stopped immediately. Might have lost about a yard. On that handoff to number 29, Luis Cortez. Yeah, about 2nd and 11. Here.
They're cold, aren't they?
No, they're just warmed up for you.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Get a little warm, so. Under center again. Ethan Rowland. Pitches it. Throw to the end zone. Lays out for it. Incomplete on the pass by Mahana.
And that was actually a very well-placed throw.
It was.
Just couldn't manage to bring it in, and there's the clock.
There's the buzzer for the 3rd 3 down. 1 to go here in Clark Fork.
Again, we'd like to recognize all.
We'll go ahead and keep it here. Thanks some of these great local sponsors making this webcast possible. If you're in Castleford or the surrounding area, True Leap Technologies is a place to call for your internet service needs. Formerly Filer Mutual, they've been serving the Magic Valley since 1909 and are proud to bring you local internet from local people. Packages start at just $49.95. They offer unlimited use internet with no activation or installation fees. Be sure to follow True Leap Technology on Facebook and Instagram. And you can even give them a call, 326-4331, to sign up today. Since 1969, Kelly Oil, they've been the area's most trusted provider of farm and home delivery, gas, diesel, and heating oils. They can deliver in cases, buckets, drums, even bulk, Will. If you don't have one of their fuel cards, go in and see them at 1313 Main Street, right there in Buell, or give them a call at 543-6192. Carl, Donna, and Craig Kelly, the entire team at Kelly Oil and Buell, want to congratulate Castleford team on a great season and wish them all the best in the state tournament.
Castleford starts with the ball here in the fourth quarter.
All right, 3rd and 10. They got Nathan Shelton to jump on the line right there with the hard count.
Yeah. So some free yards.
Nathan Shelton, 6 foot, 185. That's not a guy you want to be hit by.
No. You want to see me upset an entire town? Castleford.
You just pissed off an entire town. I hope you know that.
Of course, we all know it's Castleford. You don't drive a Ford, you drive a Ford. There's a pass. That's complete at the 5. And just like that, Luis Cortez jogs into the end zone untouched. The 11-yard touchdown pass and reception puts the Wolves up 48-0. Lining up the two-point conversion. Cortez in motion. Goes to block. Tried to get him from behind. They block him into the end zone. Roland gets the two-point conversion. So 50-0 is our score. And we are in a running clock situation now. As the Wolves hit the half-century mark. Fourth quarter. Well, make sure you check back and look at the brackets over the next day or two, as we'll have times, dates, locations updated on the brackets as soon as we know. I'm sure Brandon and Logan are back at Idaho Sports HQ today, feverishly contacting coaches to find out where games are going to be played next week. We were at Lewiston last night, and they'll be playing Meridian. We believe that one is going to be Friday night at 7 at Meridian. Middleton making the drive east on the freeway. Not sure how many Middleton or Lewiston fans are watching this game, but so Castleford kicking again from their own 40. Kicking duties, Jose Alvarado. There's Alvarado's kick. Kicks it short. And a nice hop. Picked up by San Roman. San Roman trying to find the gap. Couldn't do it. And he's brought down by Cash Keach, 6'1" junior. Again, Castleford's got some big kids out there. Keach at 6'1", Roland 6'3", Dalton Lewis 6 foot, Flores 6 foot, Sebastian Juarez 6'3". You okay there? Here we go, right in front of us, 1st and 10. Ball hits the ground, picked up, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield. That was to Minkin.
I apologize. I was about to sneeze.
We'll just turn the mic down and let her rip. And then we just mark that as your headset. For time and all eternity, that will be your headset. 8.5, clock is running. Takes a snap on 2nd and 15. Boy, and a loss of another couple. Oh, they're going to say forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, so no loss. It stays 3rd and 14. There we go. No, you're good?
I just have the sniffles now. Nose is a little bit chilly.
Yeah, between those hand warmers and now sitting in the sun, I'm getting a little warm. 7.5 left here in the game. Castleford looks to be moving on to take on Council next week. Quick pass caught by San Roman, and that will be a loss of a yard. So a complete pass, but a loss of a yard. Again, the first playoff game played here in Clark Fork, according to their athletic director. Nice guy. Talked to him quite a while before the game. Also had a chance to talk to Heath Beeson, assistant coach here at Clark Fork. Everybody's been overly friendly. It's been fantastic here. There's a pitch outside to Minkin. He's going to pick up about 3, but that's not enough. Picked up 3, needed 14. So Castleford will take over at the Clark Fork 38-yard line. Takes the snap, hands it off, keeping it on the ground now. So that'll be a loss, about 4 yards, maybe 3. 2, 3, so 2nd and 13. So the yardage marker is about a foot over the line. The football is a solid yard. We can see that right here in front of us. Under center again. Can't imagine I'm going to do too much passing here. And the ball on the turf and recovered by Ethan Rowland. Back at the 45-yard line, so a loss of 4 yards. 5:20 on the clock.
3rd and 18 for the Wolves.
On 3rd down, 3rd and long. They're going to pass out of this one. Wide open at the 40. Breaks free from the first, gets hit, and pushed out of bounds. Boy, I thought he was off to the end zone. Nice run by Cortez. So picked up a lot of yards back, still a couple short, 4th and 2. .420 left in this one. Fourth and short for the Wolves. Mahana in the backfield. And Rowland takes the quarterback keeper for the first down, plus a couple. 1st and 10 for Castleford at the 4-minute mark. So 1st and 10, letting the clock run. There's a handoff given to Aiden Cardova, the freshman. And not down yet.
21 Cordova was given the original handoff.
So Aiden Cordova fumbles and is picked up by Cortez. So a fumble recovery. Picked up some yards on the fumble recovery, makes it 2nd and 3. Ball on the 20. Quick substitution. As a player who we don't have on the roster. Oh, there he is. He's just mixed up in there. Ryan Matson comes in for Clark Fork. And no gain on that play. A couple more players come in. Carson Yetter. Dylan Ryan Downing. Owen Howard comes in. Peyton Stevens. Emmett Johnson also in for the Wampus Cats. Hudson McDaniel comes out. Antonio Mayorga. A couple really great games for those two guys. So 3rd and 3. Ball on the 20, minute 45 to go. Gets the play from the sideline. And the defense jumps off. I think three out of the 4 officials were going to just say, you know what, he got back in time. We're going to let that one go.
Goes against the defense.
They stop the clock.
I'll give the Castleford Wolves a first down. Will they take first
Shouldn't have.
From the 15-yard line of Wampus Cats.
So 1st and 10. It's off to the races. Dives in. That's number 29, Luis Cortez.
Takes that around the right side.
So another score picked up. Makes it 56-0. From 15 yards out. Lining up the 2-point conversion. Given to Aiden Cordova, and he fumbles it again. So the 2-point conversion, no good. As the recovery picked up by Peyton Stevens, the freshman. So some freshman-on-freshman violence right there, Will. So the score remains 56-0.
And they are both just lining up, ready to shake hands.
Well,
Perhaps?
The clock should have stopped.
Okay, there it
after
is.
a score, it should stop. So don't forget the Clark Fork Pantry is your one-stop shop for a delicious bakery item, deli sandwich, pizza, ice cream, hot soup, and all the snacks you can think of. You can rest assured the bread, cookies, and pastries you buy at the Clark Fork Pantry have all been made the good old-fashioned homemade way. Sugar and spice and everything nice. That's what our baked goods are made of. You'll want to make sure you pick up a caramel nut roll or one of their cream cheese danishes, maybe even a fresh baked pie. One thing for sure, you can't go wrong at the Clark Fork Pantry. Go Wampus Cats from the Clark Fork Pantry. Go in there and tell Dave hi. Great guy. Don't forget about the Cabinet Mountain Bar and Grill. It's been a Clark Fork favorite for years. It's easy to see why when you come in for their weekly prime rib on Friday and Saturday nights. You can even have their prime rib on a nice, famous Philly sandwich. Ooh, awesome. If you're a burger fan, that's okay too. The Cabinet Mountain Bar and Grill makes the best burger in town. Breakfast is even served till 11 every day. For any meal of the day, the Cabinet Mountain is the place for you. Proud to support Clark Fork. That's Cabinet Mountain Bar and Grill.
For the Wolves, back to receive number 50, Wyatt Minkin for the Wampus Cats.
There's the kick, bounces off the front shin, and it looks like Castleford is going to return that. It hit Chase San Roman. And then Crash Taylor recovers. So no harm done, though, as the clock is going to roll. 5 seconds, and that is going to do it. Final score, 56-0. Castleford moves on in the playoffs. And Clark Fork moves on to winter sports.
Brings us to the end of today's contest. Congratulations,
Castleford again moves on to play Council next week. The date and time, undecided so far. We'll have that updated on the bracket just as soon as we know. We're going to take a quick break and be back with the IdahoSports.com Player of the Game presented by the Idaho Transportation Department right after this.
Yeah, I know a little something about myths. Like the myth that speeding isn't dangerous. Oh, and that myth you can tailgate at a safe distance. Or that you could safely weave in and out of traffic. Don't be fooled by myths. You'll get yourself into a hairy situation. Stay focused on the road. Be a legend like me. Have you heard the one about Charlie over in Pay Lake?
All right, welcome back again. One last thing to do, and that's to our announcer, IdahoSports.com. Player of the Game presented by the Idaho Transportation Department. Boy, there's just so many guys that we could go with on this. I mean, early on, we had one player really in mind, and as the game went on, more players started making a lot of big contributions. You know, Wiggins was just so active there in the first half, had 2 touchdowns in the second quarter. Mahana was everywhere. 30-yard touchdown reception from Roland. He had a touchdown in the first quarter, a 15-yard run. I mean, these guys were just all over. Cortez there at the end, doing a lot of different things. But we're going to give it to the field general. We're going to give the IdahoSports.com Player of the Game, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department, to number 18, Ethan Roland, the senior. Had himself a great day, both on offense and defense. So congratulations to Ethan Roland. Well, this has been an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2022 Idaho High School Football Playoffs tournament coverage on Idaho Sports, presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, and the Idaho Transportation Department. Also brought to you in part by Valleywide Cooperative and your local Toyota dealers. Special thanks to everybody here at Clark Fork for being so hospitable, so kind, and making this broadcast possible to you, the viewer. Congratulations again to Ethan Roland, the IdahoSports.com Player of the Game, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department. Thanks for joining us today from Clark Fork as the Wolves defeat the Wampus Cats by a score of 56-0. For my broadcast partner, Will the Thrill, everyone else behind the scenes here at Idaho Sports, I'm merely Paul Kingsbury. Have a good one, everybody.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is strictly prohibited.